Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's the commish back here with another draft preview, and this time we're featuring Bruce. And I shot the sheriff, a guy entering his third year. First year, kind of got his feet wet. Won the Hugh Jackson Award, unfortunately, in his first year. But second year showed a lot of improvement and has recently joined Dynasty 2 and is definitely making improvements there as well. And also brought in a referral this past year, a friend of yours, Robot Love, to compete with in that American division, as well as I believe one of Dirk's friends and your daughter-in-law. So pretty fun division to be in, I would say. But the what you don't want is to be stuck in tier three. Obviously, you want to be able to move up. Just gonna share my screen here, and we'll get right into your preview. And sorry if I'm not using the logo that you sent me, but I did like this logo here. I shot the sheriff, so hopefully you like it as well. All right, so looking at your keepers here, and I did get your updated keepers there. So obviously, you are a Patriots fan, from what I believe. So clearly, you got Drake May there as the quarterback of the future for you. Obviously, the kid got them to the Super Bowl this past year. So I mean, obviously, the kid's a winner, and that's all that matters, right? Hopefully he'll get a little bit more weapons than Romeo Dobbs to throw to here, and I'm sure that would help Drake May's stock. Obviously, rumors AJ Brown might head there. You're going triple-headed at running back. Running backs are a premium in this format, so you have Kenneth Walker there, who's now going to the Chiefs. Javonte Williams on legacy team Dallas. Anytime you got a running back on a legacy team, should usually produce decent numbers. And then DeAndre Swift with the Bears. You are going with second year tight end Tyler Warren in Indianapolis. As long as Daniel Jones is healthy, I think Tyler Warren will have a pretty decent year. If you look at the numbers when Daniel Jones was in, he was an electric in fantasy, but as soon as Jones got hurt, Tyler Warren fell off a bit of a cliff. And then at IDP, you're going with the veteran pass rusher Brian Burns for the New York Giants, who's also competing for snaps with Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Arvell Reese. So it'll be interesting to see how they share the snaps there. Looking at what other potential keepers you probably could have decided to go with, I think Derwin James on the IDP side's a potential. Will Anderson would be another one, another pass rusher there. Put up decent numbers. DK Metcalf at wide receiver could be considered an option, especially since Aaron Rodgers is back in the fold. But those are the only players that I would see would be potential other keepers for you. Not much on the offensive side. I think you've done a good job with the offensive side. Looking at last year, seventh place finish. So you just missed the playoffs for a chance to move up a tier. And you tried your best to get up there, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Your regular season was 7-7. This is how you basically tried hard. You traded away your first round pick, which unfortunately for you, because you won the consolation playoffs, turns out to be first overall, and that's going to one of your divisional opponents, of course, your daughter-in-law. So I mean, she's going to have her pick of the litter there at first overall. Your 2026 outlook, well, again, the first pick you have now because of that is 24th overall. That's a long wait until you're making your first pick. No first round, no fourth round, no wide receiver on the roster. Your only option is DK Metcalf, which begs me the question for this year and the outlook. And I'm not sure how you feel about it, but is this a reboot year? Not having that first rounder hurts. And it would be interesting to see if you kind of just prepped for next year, much like Battle Street Bears did in the Canadian division. He loaded up on picks. That's the way to do it. If you're not moving up a tier, look towards next year. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? The goal is to move up to tier one. Looking at your likely first pick, well, we touched on it already, right? You don't have a wide receiver on the roster. Likely first pick will be wide receiver. And looking at the ADP, for sleeper, I'm not saying this is the way it's going to pan out, but the current ADP for sleeper, your projected pick at pick 24 would be Romeo and Dunze, Jordan Tyson, or Cortland Sutton. So, I mean, not bad. I mean, that would be your WR1, though. Again, I would feel a little bit uncomfortable having Ndunze, Sutton, and even Tyson as my WR1, but again, you'd also have the strength at running back as well. Anyways, Bruce, I just want to say it's an absolute pleasure having you in the league. I think you're just a great fit for the LOC family. You add a lot and obviously have made your best efforts to bring people in to the format. So much appreciated and good luck this year, sir.